Welcome back. The retrenchment of 13,000 workers at Impala Platinum is set to have a devastating impact on many families. The company is set to shut down 5 of its mines over the next 2 years. One miner typically supports at least 8 people. Mineral Resources Minister Gwede Mantashe has called on the mine to come up with a different approach to try and save jobs. eNCA's Michael Appel is tracking that story. He joins us now live from Rustenburg. Michael, in terms of what the Minerals Minister had to say, this different approach to save jobs, what might that entail?
Well, Michelle, it's got to do with various alternatives that he mentioned at a press briefing on Friday. He mentioned that the industry is trying to uplift demand of platinum by introducing a platinum Mandela coin, by getting platinum fuel cells in, and to also mitigate the risks of job losses for big companies like Impala by getting smaller operators in to come in who have much lower overheads than a massive company like Impala Platinum to mine those shafts which the company says have become unprofitable for it, and then to have that platinum go onto its production line. So there are alternatives that the minister is speaking about, and he's really urged this world's second biggest platinum producer to come to the table for that. But this is a story about numbers. 80% of the world's platinum is here in Rustenburg in the northwest. 70% of Rustenburg's economic contribution comes from the mining industry. 13,000 jobs may be cut from Impala. There are other companies here that are also mining platinum where there may be job cuts in the future. To look at the impact of that, I'm joined by the director of the Rustenburg Chamber of Commerce, Pieter Malan. Thank you so much for your time. Let's speak about that impact. 70% of Rustenburg's economic contribution comes from mining. Is this going to be a dire consequence?
Well, it's a crisis. If you look at it that way, we are blessed with those minerals, but it has become a resource curse. We have to diversify our local economy. Otherwise, we will forever be reliant on platinum. If we look at the job losses that are now imminent at a very, very conservative figure of 10,000 rand per month, the combined cuts that are expected of 25,000 people, it's 250 million a month in direct salaries and wages that are lost to our regional economy.
So let's just break that down. It is 13,000 expected at Impala Platinum, another 12,000 and Lonmin, Marikana just down the road here. 250 million rand in wages will be lost to this local economy.
That's quite correct. That excludes any procurement effect because of the lower level of operation. So the outlook is not good if we think in terms of the mining industry. Therefore, we're at a crossroads. We have to diversify this economy, and we have to do that now.
I spoke to the mayor yesterday. He spoke about trying to uplift agriculture in Rustenburg. It used to be an agricultural heartland here in the northwest. What sort of industry are we looking at? Manufacturing, agriculture, beneficiation? What sort of outlook do you have to change the portfolio of Rustenburg?
We really have to look at a basket of sectors and a basket of industries. There is no one industry that can absorb all of those jobs just in such a short time. We have to look at everything basically all at once, but I think one specific industry offers a lot of opportunity looking into the future, and that's the information communication technology. That is the industry where, firstly, inequality gaps are identified, but ironically, it's also the industry that can fill and close those gaps in the quickest possible way. So that, I think, is also an important thing to look at, but we need different sectors and different role players from those sectors to become local.
Impala Platinum, it knows it doesn't operate in a vacuum. It knows it needs to act responsibly here. How have you seen this playing out between the minister saying this is reckless and careless and Impala going public and saying we're cutting 13,000? Are they butting heads there? How's that going to impact here?
As a chamber, we are affiliated to the Small Business Institute, and we've just released a report last week where our president, Bernard Swanepoel, has indicated that we're an economy of big elephants. It's big government, big labor, and big business, and they are butting heads. So, in a way, that's what is happening, but it forgets the normal small business sector, normal people that are in jobs. We can't butt heads. We don't have that luxury. We live here, We need to get answers, and we need the best brains in the country to start to assist us in thinking and do what we have to do. And once again, that's diversifying.
Pieter Malan from the Rustenburg Chamber of Commerce there. A shocking figure, 250 million just in wages that would have been earned by the 13,000 Impala Platinum workers and an additional 12,000 at Lonmin, but there's currently negotiations underway there, but still a shocking loss for this local economy.
Yeah.